From our studio located in Madison, New Jersey, this is Real Good News. This is Real Good News. With Lisa Allen, Tommy Nonnenmaker, Diane Kirsch, and Alan Swanson.
Hello and welcome to a special episode of Real Good News. We are looking back at some of the best moments from our first 6 episodes. It's been such an amazing journey sharing uplifting and inspiring stories from our community. We're going to start with a few highlights from our news stories. These segments reflect some of the most memorable events and accomplishments that we've shared with you so far. Let's take a look. Hi, I'm Lisa Allen, and I would like to welcome you to our first episode of Real Good News, which covers news for Morris and Union counties. In Parsippany, Morris County's biggest town, the mayor and Board of Education president agreed to put down their swords after publicly fighting about impending pilot projects and the revenue share associated with them. On the topic of education in New Providence, and according to Tap Into, the school district presented their plan for the use of artificial intelligence, AI, by teachers and students at the Thursday, September 26 Board of Education meeting. Another item addressed in New Providence is the policy regarding students using cell phones in schools. The district's current policy regarding cell phones in the middle and high school is working. In Morristown, advocates for changing the way New Jersey conducts its elections showed up and spoke out during a recent council meeting. During the public comment section of the meeting, several people urged the Morristown Council to consider supporting a statewide bill that would allow ranked choice voting. Ranked choice voting, which is utilized in other states, allows voters to rank candidates in order of preference, first, second, and third, and so forth. And according to fairvote.org, if a voter's first choice doesn't win, the ballot will move on to the next choice. Municipalities would not be able to implement ranked choice voting on their own. This process must be something that the New Jersey State Legislature would have to vote on. So first, we'd like to recognize and thank the Parsippany Volunteer Fire District Number 5, who stepped up to assist with recovery efforts in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, which devastated parts of North Carolina. Since the storm, they have been collecting essential supplies and monetary donations for those in need, and they are currently in North Carolina delivering these important supplies. The fire department stated that 100% of all donations will go directly to hurricane victims, with no funds being used for travel or administrative expenses. Thank you to our local heroes who continue their efforts to bring relief to North Carolina. The Madison Farmers Market has become a beloved event and is now drawing even larger crowds after moving it to Saturday from its original weekday schedule. The state of New Jersey has declared an official drought watch. During the past 3 months, New Jersey has experienced significant below-average rainfall. Real Good News is bringing you exclusive images not available anywhere else. Our exclusive photos capture the intensity of the microwave wildfire as it spread rapidly through dry, dense woodlands near Jacobs Road. The images reveal the critical response efforts by the New Jersey Forest Fire Service and local fire crews who battled the flames to contain its spread. These shots offer viewers a rare, unfiltered look at the scene as firefighters work tirelessly to fight this fire. One firefighter told us this was probably the toughest fire that he's been on physically in the last 20 years. Firefighters were on the scene day and night, some working 12-hour shifts to contain the fire and to protect the residential homes in the area. None of the threatened homes were lost. Additionally, the difficult terrain was even more hazardous than usual due to the numerous abandoned iron ore and copper mines in the area where the responders were operating. Many of the abandoned mines date back prior to the Civil War and are dangerous due to being unstable and therefore a hazard to crews working in the area. As of this broadcast, it has been 27 days without rain. In Westville, New Jersey, a caring community came together to help Sukhdev Singh, a beloved gas station attendant at Raceway, complete the final payments on his car. The owner of At-A-Hand Pizza pledged $1 for every pizza ordered and rallied local businesses and residents to contribute. Morris County has approved over $1.3 million in trail grants for 7 communities investing in both trail design and construction to enhance local recreation and accessibility.
The New Jersey Forest Fire Service has been on the scene of a multi-acre wildfire burning in the area of Notch Road in Rockaway Township, Morris County. The fire is at the former site of the Cragmere Ski Resort. This fire has spanned over 170 acres and is only 50% under control. Some homes near the former ski resort are now being evacuated. Residents are encouraged to stay alert and be careful. This is a frightening situation. As fires increase in frequency, helicopters have become vital in combating these blazes. These aircraft can reach areas that are hard to access by land, delivering targeted water drops that cool down critical hotspots and help prevent fires from spreading further. Helicopters perform 2 main types of drops: direct drops, which target flames directly, and indirect drops, creating cooled barriers to slow the fire's path. We have exclusive footage of a helicopter performing a drop. Union County is joining the national Operation Greenlight for Veterans campaign this November. From November 6th through 12th, county buildings will shine green to honor veterans and highlight their contributions. Election Day is Tuesday, and for the first presidential election in history, New Jersey has now given voters an opportunity to vote early. It was announced this week that the Star-Ledger is shutting down its print division in early 2025. This means it will be shutting down its Montville production facility. The Star-Ledger has attributed the reason for closing down due to rising costs, decreasing circulation, and reduced demand for print.
Residents returning home from a day in the city or weekend getaways were met with a startling sight: a large brush fire along Route 78 East in Union. Fortunately, rain earlier this week provided some relief, but experts warn that more rainfall is desperately needed to ease the dry conditions and replenish reservoirs. While exploring the history of the Madison Masonic Lodge, our production team discovered signatures on roof beams left by the original builders in 1825. These signatures provide a direct link to the craftsmen who constructed the federal-style building originally erected as the second home of the Presbyterian Church of Madison. Even more fascinating, the builders reused materials from the church's first meeting house, constructed in 1749. This earlier structure once stood across the street in which now is Hillside Cemetery, a burial ground dating back to the Revolutionary era. The Masonic Lodge itself served the Madison Lodge number 93 of the Freemasons for over 90 years. Also, the Union County Board of Commissioners has launched the Explore Union County app, which is now available for free on the App Store and Google Play. This new initiative is designed to enhance community engagement by providing residents with easy access to county resources. The app includes tabs for news, event calendars, directories for parks and recreation, recycling, election information, and contact details for commissioners and administration. Users can also sign up for push notifications, and the reporting feature allows residents to send feedback and photos directly to the county administration using GPS to pinpoint locations when necessary. This app aims to help residents stay informed about county services and discover more about their community. For more information, visit ucnj.org/explore. For this week, we have several stories, and the first is a mysterious drone story. They have been spotted across Morris County, sparking curiosity and concern among residents. Now, the FBI has stepped in to investigate. The sightings reportedly began a few weeks ago and have since flooded social media with speculation. Local police departments have issued nixle alerts urging residents not to approach the drones if they land. A joint statement from multiple Morris County agencies assured the public, quoting, they are aware of the activity and will continue to coordinate, monitor, and investigate the drone activity, but there's currently no known threats to public safety. They also urge the public to approach online reports with caution, noting what you read online may not be accurate. The investigation into... Hi, I'm Lisa Allen, and this is a Real Good News special report. We are coming to you over the break to bring you updated information on the recent nighttime drone sightings in Morris County. As you may be aware, Morris County residents have been reporting an increase in drone sightings, with social media buzzing about all these mysterious nighttime flights. Next up, we're revisiting some of Tommy's stories. He's done an incredible job showcasing the energy, creativity, and dedication of our local schools. Here are a few of the best moments from his coverage.
Over the past 6 episodes of Real Good News, we've had the privilege of sharing some amazing stories from our local schools.
Hi, I'm Tommy Nonenmaker. Hanover Park beat Parsippany 52-6 this weekend under the Friday night lights. This makes the Hanover Park team now 4-0 and undefeated for the season.
A tragic car accident last Sunday on Route 24 in Morris County has caused a community to rally around a student and a star soccer player. Molly Mack, who is the captain of the Whitney Park girls soccer team, was unfortunately severely injured in a serious motor vehicle accident where she was a passenger along with 5 other soccer team players. There is an online GoFundMe and fundraiser set up by Molly's extended family to help with the long road of recovery ahead. Please consider donating.
Union Catholic High School alma mater, Sydney McLaughlin Levroni and Olympic gold medalist had a series of welcoming home celebrations. In Dunolin, her hometown, hundreds of people braved the weather to welcome Sydney home. As folks were gathering to watch the high school games this Saturday night, the northern lights illuminated the sky in Morris and Union counties. This week, an extraordinary sight lit up the skies in New Jersey. The northern lights, or aurora borealis, made a rare and stunning appearance visible to residents across the state. Because of a rare geomagnetic storm on October 10th and October 11th, this created perfect conditions for this celestial display to be seen much further south than usual. The Madison boys soccer team is continuing their impressive undefeated streak after defeating Hanover Park 2-1 this past week. The Dodgers have won every game this season and are sitting with a record of 15-0. Exciting news for Morris County residents and Bruce Springsteen fans. Casting calls have been announced for a new film about the boss, offering locals a rare opportunity to appear as extras in scenes set to be filmed right here in New Jersey. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. That's my family's tradition to wish good luck for the new month ahead. And now that it's both Parsippany High and Parsippany Hills bands have reasons to celebrate. Last weekend was an exciting one for both school districts' marching bands. The Red Hawk Marching Band placed second at the U.S. Bands competition at Vernon Township High School last Saturday, and the Viking Marching Band placed second at the regional championships at West Essex High School last Sunday.
Okay, what's up, everybody? I'm Tommy Nonenmaker of Real Good News. I'm here with my buddy Reed Smith, a local Chatham snowboarder who just became professional with Ride Snowboard. Congratulations. And is also now with Slush Magazine, the biggest publicator of snowboarding in the media, I think, right?
Cover of the magazine. So the recent ones that you'll see in snowboard shops and all that stuff is a photo of me in Oslo. The one snowboard poster I had in my room was this guy, Jed Anderson, who's also a professional snowboarder for Ride. And we've become close friends over the years through trips and everything. And he is the one that designed this graphics. That's like a really cool full circle moment for myself.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool, dude. Congratulations. That's so awesome. Wow.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That is so much cooler than I thought it was going to be. Wow.
Yeah, so he did like this and then like crossed out some words for
Yeah.
So So it says Reed Smith.
Yeah. That's so cool, dude.
And then he did this guy on the bottom. And of course he's got a big grill because I have big fake teeth. So yeah. He had to
Love it, dude. That's
have that part of the graphic.
Of course. It looks great, dude. Congratulations. That's so awesome.
Thank you.
As a reminder, you can catch my exclusive interview with professional snowboarder Reed Smith on this channel in the Special Reports playlist, and I look forward to bringing you more local stories in 2025. For Real Good News, I'm Tommy Nonamaker.
And now it's Alan's turn. Here are some parts of his most powerful segments.
Colorful displays of leaves. And yes, the attack on our peace and quiet from gas leaf blowers. Since the 1990s, the number of these devices has blown up. These machines create dangerous levels of noise, spew toxic fumes, push dust, dirt, and allergens, and even fecal matter everywhere. These machines are frequently run at noise levels above 100 decibels. Sounds above 80 decibels can be damaging, especially over time. But the real danger from these engines are the fumes and particles that are spewed from their exhausts. That is the number of ads we see for Medicare Advantage plans. You've seen them. Joe Namath and other celebrities and others telling those who qualify for Medicare that they may receive all the benefits of Medicare for less money. The answer is you do not get the same benefits. When you sign on to a Medicare Advantage plan, you will receive fewer choices in your healthcare providers, the doctors you can see, the places you may go for services, and more. It all varies from one Advantage plan to another. When you have an Advantage insurance plan, the insurance company determines where you receive rehab, how much rehab you will receive, and when you are required to stop. I am using the Medicare Advantage plan ads as an example because they're everywhere right now. But the message to you is to do your research. Question the claims made on the media you use. Over 1,000 people in the United States die on bikes every year, and over 350,000 end up in emergency rooms after bike accidents. And bike accidents are one of the top 5 reasons children aged 5 to 14 are injured. One of the things I see almost every time I ride are children and adults on many of the devices I mentioned who are not wearing helmets. The Journal of the American Medical Association reported that less than 50% of people in emergency rooms for head injuries after accidents on electric bikes were not wearing helmets. Use your head. Wear a helmet. Here in Madison, one of the best examples of grassroots organizing you will ever encounter took place. The issue? Save Drew Forest from sale and development. The Friends of Drew Forest came together and fought for over 3 years. They collected thousands of signatures, created signs, lobbied government leaders. They ended up with the support of the federal, state, county, and local governments. The result? Drew Forest will remain an oasis of nature, preserved for all to enjoy.
And now it's time for one of our most popular segments of the season. This clip comes from Alan's commentary on the use of plastics in our food supply. Have a look.
These are some of the headlines making news in the last 2 weeks. Study: many toxic chemicals enter blood via food packaging. Scientists just discovered how many chemicals in food packaging can leach into humans. These headlines are all related to a report released on September 17th in the Journal of Exposure Science and Environmental Epidemiology. The title, Evidence for Widespread Human Exposure to Food Contact Chemicals. The reason these headlines are so important is that this is the first comprehensive evaluation of the chemicals contained in plastic food packaging and contained in some blood samples of most humans. What did the researchers do? They took the list of thousands of chemicals known to be used in the production of plastic used in the food industry. They then looked at multiple studies of chemicals found in humans. They discovered that as many as 3,600 chemicals in plastics are also in humans. The bad news is they found 79 chemicals in food packaging and in humans are known to be toxic. These chemicals are known to cause cancer, genetic mutations, endocrine and reproductive issues, and other health concerns. If you go to any major supermarket these days, you are confronted with a huge amount of plastic packaging used to hold most of our fruits and vegetables. It is this packaging that contains the chemicals found in our bodies. Even single items are often contained in their own wrappers. A great way to expose your fruits to plastic packaging is to cut it up and place it in its own package. Or my favorite, the organic produce section, where nearly every organic item is placed in containers made from oil and chemicals. How does this happen? Don't we have regulations? Doesn't the Food and Drug Administration authorize our foods and packaging to be safe? The answer is GRASS. Not the stuff in our yards. The GRASS stands for Generally Recognized as Safe. This term is applied to items in our food chain that end up in our bodies. The problem is the sheer volume of chemicals and additives, including in that food chain, is beyond the capability of the FDA to test. What was the solution to this problem? Of course, it is to allow the manufacturers of the chemicals and additives to declare that their researchers have determined an item is generally recognized to be safe. Great for the manufacturers, but perhaps not so great for us, the consumers. Here are two plastic containers, usually encountered in most kitchens. They're identified on the bottom as being microwave safe. Now, we know from many studies that heating food items in plastic increases the leaching of the chemicals in the containers to the food. So the question arises, who decided the container is safe in a microwave? Microwave safe for what? The food container or the food that goes in it? If I take this item and I place it in a microwave and heat up something, it will look pretty much the same. The problem is, will the food I heat up in this container now have chemicals used in making the container? Now it's time to ask, what does all this mean? It means that each of us has to take responsibility for determining, are the foods we consume safe or not? How do we do that? Read the labels. This is a problem. First, the food additives are often just identified as added for color, preservatives, artificial flavors, and on and on. Second, the packaging contains no label identifying what went into its production. Third, try to buy produce that is not in plastic containers. Use produce bags that are not made of plastic. And when you can, go to farmers markets and buy local. Fourth, move away from plastic in every way possible. Use refillables. Carry your own containers to your local coffee shop. Carry your own leftover bag. And finally, what should we ask our leaders to do? The most important thing we can do is enact regulations that require manufacturers to identify the chemicals they are using to produce our foods and our packaging. There is some promise in this area because the article that we're talking about has prompted legislatures to start taking a look at this issue. The real good news is that this knowledge is power. And with this knowledge, you could go out and advocate for change and be healthier. Thank you.
You can find all of Alan Swanson's interviews on this channel in the Alan Swanson's Reporting playlist. Thank you for joining us on this special highlight episode of Real Good News. We'll see you on January 6, 2025. For the Real Good News team, I'm Lisa Allen.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the presenters and contributors. While we do support a diversity of perspectives, they may not reflect the views of the entire team. We encourage open dialogue and welcome differing viewpoints.